Gloom is a new phenomenon of sorts in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom that reduces your maximum hearts if you come into contact with it. This ominous black and red sludge infects the ground and even the enemies over the expanse of the depths, making it an exceedingly dangerous area to deal with. So if Gloom's got you down, there are luckily quite a few ways to heal from the nerf and even resist it. First, a quick primer on Gloom. Once all your hearts are depleted by Gloom, it's game over. Standing on gloomy ground for 2 seconds will reduce your maximum health by 1, noted by a gray cracked heart container. Getting hit by a gloomed enemy will also reduce your maximum health. The stronger the enemy, the more they'll deplete in 1 hit. This doesn't necessarily damage your regular health though. Gloom will reduce your maximum heart containers whether they're filled or not. So if you're missing some health, but only being damaged by Gloom, the Gloom will have to get through those containers before they can deal a killing blow. However, some Gloom enemies can still deal normal damage, like with fire arrows, so be aware if you're low on health regardless. You might discover the first method of fixing your lost maximum health during the camera work in the Depths main quest. Simply put, stepping foot beneath a light root, the Depths fast travel points, will recover your maximum health. The other easy and free method is to fast travel back to the surface. Both methods will leave your newly recovered heart containers empty though, so be ready with health restoring food to get back to tip-top shape. It's not always convenient to have to fast travel away from whatever you're doing whenever you need to heal up, so it's always handy to have the third way of Gloom recovery on hand. Sundelions. When used in cooking, Sundelions restore maximum health depleted by Gloom. You can usually find a couple of these golden flowers on each sky island way up high. You should know that, like the other methods, Sundelions when cooked alone only fix your empty containers, and don't actually refill the lost health unless you cook them with another material that does, like meat. And like all meals, the more ingredients, the better it works. That's all you need to know about healing the Gloom, but what about preventing it altogether? Hopping on Gloom doesn't do anything to extend the time it takes until infection, unless you're able to get a paraglide off. But that's not really reliable or effective like some other methods. Fair warning, the following tips can be a little spoilery, so turn back now if you're satisfied. A certain material called dark clumps can be cooked with food to produce gloom-resistant meals. The blue outlined heart containers represent the number of times you can essentially absorb gloom, but only from the environment. Enemies will still hit you directly where it hurts, but still it's useful for getting around. You can buy dark clumps from the bargainer statue at Lookout Landing and other locations in the depths, in exchange for Pose, the blue flame things. There's also a spooky enemy that drops them, but we won't spoil that. Finally, you can also, eventually, purchase a gloom-resistant depths outfit from the bargainer statue once you've located enough of them. However, we haven't found any way to resist gloom from enemy attacks. Not yet, at least. For more on the Gloom, the Depths, and everything else in Tears of the Kingdom, make sure you check out our strategy guide on IGN.com. And while you're here, check out all the great fairy fountain locations. For everything else Zelda, you're already in the right place. IGN.